Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build a model kit and a Lego set and to hang out with you. Harold's here, Harold's host, and thank you so much. I'm throwing the Baer Cave, the Lego, the site, the emote in the chat. If you're currently a subscriber, you can throw those emotes back at me. Let me know you're here. Party here. It's Christmas Eve, and we are building stuff. I want to thank you all so much for being here. We are going to hang out in the Hangout Zone, see if more folks want to join us. Last night played Pokemon. That was really fun. And I very much enjoyed my time with that. Oh, Harold is gifting. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much for that. Gifted for that. And welcome to that ER Mind Girl. Welcome. Welcome. And applause, Harold. Thank you for gifting that emote. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, we got a bunch of gift subs last night, some renewals. That was very nice. And we also shared some emotes to people. And that's really rad. Thank you very much for that. And welcome. Akito, welcome. Lord Crashington, hello and welcome. Lashbrook is here, of course. Welcome, welcome. We'll talk a little bit about that. I put a video up today of my latest mailbag, which included Gundam markers. That's right. When we complete our Hajiroboshi, we will mark it up. We're going to put some markers on that. We're going to do some panel lining. Now, I got to tell you, I've never done it. Never done it. I am certainly intrigued by the idea. I have most of the tools needed for this. I've got the markers. I've got some tissues. I've got some Q-tips for helping with it. I have an eraser coming, a good hard eraser. Oh, what we got here? We got another gifted sub. Thank you so much. Slowbird, enjoy your gift. I'm going to applause here. Thank you, Banatoli. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for gifting that sub. Welcome again, Slowbird, to this. And yeah, thank you for gifting that sub. Really appreciate it. That's very generous. I appreciate everybody. As always, we're always trying to be over that 40 mark. We're well over the 40 mark, but every little bit helps and keeps me from having to worry about not getting a payout every month. So I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you to everybody that has been gifting subscriptions. We are going to get building in a moment or two. But yeah, Gundam markers. I ordered some, because this house has a couple pencils. The eraser's not good, not for what we want, but having a good eraser apparently is going to help a lot with these panel lining things, because what we're going to do is we're going to take like, I got to get a, well, I'll just take a sheet here. We're going to get a sheet like this here, and then we're going to be hitting some of the little indentations with a marker and then kind of wiping it off, the excess, and it'll just leave there because we'll just basically like wiping off the top layer. And it should add a lot of detail and a lot of class, and you know, really sharpen, make it look sleek and cool. That sounds fun, but we can't do that until we finish the model kit. But we can't finish the model kit until we build a LEGO Nutcracker. That's right, it's Christmas. I saw the video. This will be an interesting kit to use those markers on. I don't think any of them are ideal for light pink. I think the black is going to look good on that light pink. But you're right. This being the first kit I'm working on with it is probably a strange choice. But it is the kit that I have. It also has a lot of stickers, and that also might be a rough kit. But like, we'll look and see. Like, what does the black look on pink? What does the gray look like on pink? Like, does this help at all? We will be answering these questions together, and I'm excited about that. But we got to build a LEGO Nutcracker before we do any of that. I'm going to throw out a retweet of my own tweet to try to entice a few more friends to come by to our stream. And hopefully a few more of you lovely folks will join us, but that's okay if it's a small crew. It's Christmas Eve. I don't stream on holidays, but what I didn't want to do was I didn't want to make yesterday my game stream. And I didn't want to stream on Friday, so we're doing it now. So we got some of the Lego here. You can see I've knolled some of it. You can see that on the edge of the screen. And then, of course, we've got our build zone here, the build zone. and we're going to be assembling some Lego. Haven't done Lego in quite a bit, but looking forward to it. I really like this Christmas tree. I like the look of this Nutcracker. The mouth moves. That's fun. Um, I hope you all are filled with panel lining is always a subjective thing anyway. So long as you think it looks good, who cares? Exactly. Like this is going to be. There have been times in my build streams where I am definitely going with the instead of like the DIY, it's the let's try. There have been times where the Build with Baer workshop has been let's try. Like the first time that I worked on a glue kit. I don't know what I'm doing. I end up thinking I did pretty good, but I didn't know what I was doing with a glue kit using liquid cement. Now I think I would be fine picking up another kit and doing that. Our first papercraft kit, I certainly felt like, ooh, this is going to be tough. I still don't think I'm great at water transfer decals, slide decals, but I'm better than I was when I first started doing it on the channel. So every little bit, I think I'm getting a little better at the process of these things, and we can also learn from my mistakes. Hey, Jam, welcome, welcome. Happy holidays and whatnot to everybody. I hope you had a good day. I hope your Thursday was good, if it was festive or not. If you're going to be doing some festive stuff tomorrow or not. If tomorrow's just a Friday for you. If it was, God willing, going to be a better day and it now is reduced, I understand. If you're able to be with friends or family, congrats. Be safe, as always, of course. But, yeah, I am here in South Carolina with my parents, and so we had a fairly normal Christmas Eve. It was the three of us. Our Christmas Day will be the same, the three of us. And I have been happy about that. Getting snowed in tonight with 6 to 9 inches. Nice, Lord Crashington. Also, I hope everything's okay. We didn't have snow because I am here in South Carolina. We did have torrential rain, like so much rain, like oh no, oh wow, look at all this damn rain. It rained. It was 60 degrees and rained all day. It was like 60 something degrees, and I was like, oh, I'll go for a walk today. And I was just like, oh no, I'm definitely not going outside for a walk. I'm definitely gonna just bike. Harold says, snow, what's that? Yeah, I know that friends of mine up north have been dealing with some snow, I should say. And while I do miss the idea of a white Christmas, I am grateful that I am not dealing with that. So I'm certainly pleased that my white Christmas is just only in my dreams. And the reality is, oh, I had some fucking food today. We're going to talk about it because I just want to brag. What was on the agenda tonight for Christmas Eve dinner? I should point out what I'm about to talk to you about is that my family is Irish and German. And somehow we settled on, for Christmas Eve dinner a couple of years ago, we figured this out maybe 10 years ago, my dad makes a homemade lasagna. He makes an excellent lasagna. Very, very good. And we pair that with Alaskan king crab legs. We each got one giant, enormous, incredibly large Alaskan king crab leg and lasagna. And that was our dinner. There were no vegetables to be had. And holy shit. Like, obviously, well, I'll say this. If you don't know, Alaskan king crab legs are very expensive. They are not easy to get. And they are worth it. They are very expensive, but very fantastic. And it is lovely that we're able to have it every year. I say, like, hey, if this is the year we don't do it, okay, but I mean, who am I kidding? I want it to happen. It was incredible. I'm blessed. Tomorrow we're going to do turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing and cranberry sauce and gravy. Kind of definitely a more traditional Christmas dinner that's also a little akin to like a Thanksgiving dinner. But that is what our family likes to do on Christmas Day. We like to do the turkey. Um, there's an apple pie. Will it be like the Thanksgiving apple pie? Yes. It'll be exactly like the Thanksgiving pie. Uh. Um, King crab is the best. Indeed. Uh, that's a real extra astounding Christmas dinner. It is. Also a meal that is a lot of work. Yeah. So here's the thing, Bane. Uh, I am excellent at removing crab meat from crab legs, be it snow or king, or just your everyday crab. I am very very good at removing the meat from that. Um, do I have? Well, you can't even see on my finger there. There's a little pink spot right there because I did cut myself a little bit cracking that thing, but it's minor compared to the fact that I got it done. Oh, this is the mouth. I'm building the mouth right now, and I didn't even realize I'm building the mouth. This is the this is the cracker part right here. Yeah, there's the cracker part. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I didn't even realize I was building the mouth. There we go. The crab got it worse indeed. Yeah, but it was so good, and I am so happy. I was so happy with it. My dad did a great job on lasagna, and the leftovers of that pan are going to be even better. Oops, knocking this stuff apart. I got moving too fast. Got to slow down the tempo. But yeah, um, I showed off on Twitter that I got a little thank you gift. Oops, this is wrong. This is supposed to be facing this way. I got a little thank you gift from Crunchyroll events team, which I'm very happy about. And it was a bunch of little things, like little thank yous. Very nice. I didn't do any work for them this year, but I was supposed to before, there weren't conventions. When there were going to be conventions, I was going to work for them twice. Um, and so I got a little thank you gift from them, including some Crunchyroll socks. They're orange. And I got a little Crunchyroll logo on the sides, which I think is very fun, and little like grippies on the bottom. So they're meant for walking around. They're no slip socks, which I was like, that's fun. Thank you. Happy to receive that. Uh, and there are a couple other things mixed in with that. It was good, like really nice hot chocolate. I was very happy about that. A couple little things. I got gift cards. I look, my family, every family has different traditions. I respect all of them. My family's traditions are that we do Christmas Eve, we exchange gifts, just about all of them, and then Christmas morning, we check out what's going on. My dad makes breakfast Christmas morning, and then we check the stockings to see what has been left in the stockings. So I'm expecting probably another gift card tomorrow. But I got some Amazon gift cards today, and I got one of those like Visa $25 cards. Just use like a debit card somewhere, which is nice to have. So I am planning to get some model kits. At the very least, I will be getting one, if not several, using those gift cards. And I actually did a poll. Check your email if you were a subscriber. If you were subscribed sometime late this afternoon, early evening, I sent, and let's see, when did that go out? I sent you 2 emails by mistake, and I apologize for that. I sent you a second email because I thought the first email didn't have a link. It did. Okay, yeah, so somewhere around 4:30, you should have got an email if you're a subscriber. And then also I posted for all my patrons. So all my patrons and all my subscribers get to vote. Oops, this is the wrong color. This is supposed to be the darker. I messed up. There we go. That's better. But yeah, I put that out there. Oh, wait. This is... Okay, so you can see here, sometimes the colors on these, we'll do this. I'll show you right here. I got my my handy dandy brick separators here. We're going to take these off, and I'm going to show you why I got something wrong. And so, I see the color they've presented me as this color, and in reality, the color is this color. Now, if you can look there, this is probably bad light there. This is the wrong color. This is the right color. This is not either of those colors. So, I only know it's wrong because it's a matching color is this piece, and there is no, this piece is not in the set in this color. So, luckily, easy to fix that problem, but it is annoying. That is a very frustrating thing when that happens now and again. Yeah, sometimes I don't know if it's the background or if it's the way they produce these, but sometimes the color is a little tough to be able to tell the difference. You have to use context clues. And I don't want to use context clues. I just want to have it work. Okay, so then we're going to build these things here, which is this. But yeah, so I put a Google poll up allowing people to vote on what I'm going to buy. And the basic idea was I'm going to put up like 3 kits that are kind of expensive. They all have Amazon Prime shipping. They're all pretty damn expensive, but they're all big master grades that will take some time for me to build. And it's basically a thing where, like, generally, when I look at my funds, I look and see, okay, well, what high grades are available at a decent price because I'm kind of spending as I go. Because these are gift cards that I received, I'm going to spend them on model kits, and I'm going to allow myself to get something that I normally wouldn't get for how expensive it is. Because, you know, for like $50, it's going to be a great master grade, but I could get 2 high grades for that, plus a little bit. So I normally don't do that. Instead, I'll just get a couple high grades. So going to spend the money, going to get something really nice. I put 3 options up. They're all kits I'm really interested in building, and I'm excited to put them together. So hopefully that will happen in the near future. I don't know how long I'm going to leave the poll up. I think I've only gotten 11 responses so far. And so I do want to give... Oh, we got 12 responses so far. And, ooh, one of the other kits is picking up. All right. We got 12 responses so far. But one kit is in the lead. I'm not going to get into too much of it. But, okay, yeah. Yeah, I got... Look at there. Okay, yeah. Good-looking kits. Some good-looking kits that I will be excited to pick up there. Oh, yeah. Harold says, I guess I'm 12. Yeah, you might have been the 12th person to vote. The kits are, I'll tell you, the kits are the Gundam Kyrios. Kyrios is a beautiful looking kit. It's got orange in it. Love the look of that. The Strike Noir, which is... It's a good kit. I like it a lot. I think the weapons are really fun. And the Destiny Gundam, which is a Gundam-esque Gundam. We're talking red, blue, white, cool shield. Yeah, they're all very cool kits, and I would be happy to build any of them. So, but it's fun for me to be able to allow for input. Because, you know, my $10 patrons vote on what I build next, and that's fun to do. But having a thing where I give the opportunity for people to choose, you know, to kind of help decide what comes in from like, you know, what I end up purchasing. I don't know. That's nice. I like that. I like to be able to do that. It makes me happy to be able to do. It has been a while since I did that. I think I've only done that once before. Long enough that I couldn't remember how to set up a poll. So I was like, how do I do this? Anyway, here's our Lego so far. You can see there, we've done most of the head here, and then we're going to fill it in, put in some of the hair, you know, put the hat on, put the rest of the face on, because right now it's just this. And of course, we got a tree to put on, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm excited for future builds. And of course, we are so close to it. Sometime in January, I'm going to be getting a very cool master grade that we'll put together. The last thing that I pre-ordered. And then someday, hey, we haven't done this. I haven't done this in a couple days. Time to go to USA Gundam store and see if there's been an update on the kit that I purchased from them, pre-ordered from them, using gift cards purchased by Harold. Let's see. This will be the last time I do this. I will say this for definite, for damn sure. If someone in the future, if you are generous and kind enough to purchase me a prepaid gift card to USA Gundam store or gift cards, I will not pre-order something with your money. I will get something they have in stock because this doesn't help anybody. Yeah, that is not it's still saying arriving in this month, but we are almost in January, and I do not expect it to arrive this month, which is a shame. But yeah, in the future, I won't pre-order with the funds that people have been kind enough to share with me. I would wonder if your Gundam got sank along with those Gokus. Did you see those rare Gokus that people pre-ordered that got dumped in the ocean? Yes. I mean, you both bringing up that point. Yes, I saw that. So my thinking is that because it's the year 2020 and everything is on fire and underwater at the same time, and you'd think the water would put the fire out, but for some reason it doesn't. It's just burning underwater. My thinking is that Bandai has tripled down on making sure its mobile suits get out. And some things gotta give, and that's something that gave was the other lines that don't do as well for them. I heard there's somebody was telling me about how Kamen Rider, not the model kits, the Kamen Rider belts are incredibly the pre-orders didn't go out and they're months and months and months behind on those. And people are wanting refunds, and it's been a whole thing in that community. So I've heard that. So it would not surprise me if this Gohan, because it's a mostly new figure, is just getting delayed. The problem is that no one will tell me that. I have to figure it out. I have to go to USA Gundam Store or Gundam Planet or on any other site that's selling these things and Big Bad Toys and seeing that the notice says now estimated arrival, and it just moves from October to November to December to eventually it's January, and that is really frustrating. Send me an email, tell me I'm not gonna get it this month. Hey, we don't think we're getting it right now. I'll understand. Please keep me in the loop, and instead you don't get any information. That's really fucking annoying. My cup noodle came this year, pre-ordered that, was very happy to pre-order that and got it, no problem. But yeah, I don't think if it's not a Gundam, I don't think I'm ever going to pre-order anything that's not a Gundam. We also ran into issue with, and I got it later, there was a Pokemon model kit that Amazon just took any pre-order that got a request. They took everyone, and of course, Amazon for that pre-order didn't charge money, right? So they didn't charge any money, but they also estimated the amount of interest in it, I guess, or underestimated the amount of interest, I guess. And so a lot of people just said oh, actually, you don't get this. You just don't get it. We're canceling your pre-order. But they didn't charge you any money. I got Pokemon cereal the other day. Hell yeah. Lord Crashing, how was that Pokemon cereal? That sounds pretty good. All right, working on the eyes right now. The eyes and the beard, I believe. So let's get all the pieces we need here. We need 2 of those. We need 2 of those. We need 2 of those. We need 1 of these. We need each of these, and we need 1 of those and 1 of these. Great. All right, now we're building our eyes. But yeah, I think outside, like I said, outside of pre-ordering a model kit, I think I'm gonna have to uh, just just do like just say no to other stuff and just wait for them to be released and maybe buy them, try to get them on other sites because they might sell out faster on Amazon than other places. I don't know, but I'm pretty demoralized about this. I just want to build this model kit and I can't and I paid for it. Um, Pre-ordering a wrestling figure in October, should have been here last month. Still hasn't shipped. Yeah, I'm. Haven't had it yet. Just grabbed it to be stocked up for a bit. Okay, well, we're crashing. When you do choose to have that cereal, that Pokemon cereal, please make sure you let me know how it is. I feel like the whole hobby world is about Kickstarters, pre-orders now. Yeah, I mean, like, uh, it makes sense because in the world of model kits and hobby stuff, like, it's just like, you get that money now. And for small batch stuff, it means you can actually make the thing, and then you'll hopefully get some more money in the future. But it's annoying to pre-order something that is made by Bandai and just not get it when you're supposed to. Like, it's still just very frustrating. Did I? Oops. Oh, no. Piece came off. The mustache fell off. Oh, no. There it is. All right, there's the mustache. Now we'll reapply this right here. Okay. And then, I'm a Nutcracker. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, I get it. It's just, I have to be like, I really wanted this thing. This is would have been fun to build. I got the gift card, and I was like, okay, I'm going to take this gift card, or several little gift cards, and I'm going to get something. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this Go On thing. This is the thing I want. Also, I want to support small businesses. USA Gundam Store does a very good business, but they're family owned and operated, and I was very happy to be able to support them and by making a purchase, especially in the year 2020. Being excited to make that purchase, like in the same way that like I want to buy stuff from Gundam Planet, and I want to buy stuff and get it shipped out by like companies that aren't Amazon if I can. Amazon make things very easy for me to get things that I want, so I certainly have the Amazon wish list. I plug the Amazon wish list. I'm happy to get stuff, especially because the shipping happens pretty damn fast. Sometimes the stuff that's shipped isn't in the best condition. Model kit I got yesterday, thanks to Lashbrook. The box is definitely a little worse for wear, but everything else should be fine with it. It's just it looks a little suspect. And look at our hair. Okay, so I'll say this about this Brickheads. This mustache likes to come off. This mustache likes to pop off the face. And so you've got to be cautious about that. That is frustrating. That is one of the only annoying things I've run into on a kit on one of these kits. But yeah, that mustache sure likes to pop right off. This piece right here likes to fall off. So that's frustrating. So, all right, let's put more of the head back on, and then we'll just try to be careful as we work on the other side of the head and the ear. I hate it when my mustache pops off my face. Totally. I will say Amazon has been good with returns. Yes, Amazon's good with returns. As I said, they also, for their pre-orders, even though they're clearly allowing people to pre-order, or they're taking too many pre-orders, they don't charge you until the item is ready to ship, which is also good, and I can appreciate that. Oop, hair on the back of the head. All right. Hair on the back of the head. There we go. So I do appreciate that. But overall, this year, I'm getting far less model kits in boxes and far more model kits in bags, like mailers. And the ones that come in mailers are pretty banged up, and that is very frustrating. Like, so far, because it's a model kit, nothing is damaged. It's just other than the box, the actual product box, not the it should be a box in a box, and it's not. It's a box in a bag or a mailer, and I don't like that. I think that is bad. And I'm hoping that in the future they'll start packing things better, especially since they've made so much money this year. Hi Pat, I'm so glad I didn't miss it. I got locked out of my car for 2 hours. Julie, I hope everything's all right. I mean, clearly you're not still locked out of your car. I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks. I hope it was all right. You didn't miss. We're still working on it. We can do this. Yep, all good now. Well, good, Julie. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, my model kit, my Nutcracker does this right now. And then also, I didn't realize that we had built hands. These are hands, I guess. I didn't realize that when we were putting it together. So yeah, so we're doing that. We're making good progress on this. This is a thing I love so much about Lego, as I said before or I didn't say as we were doing it, that we're going to put all these colors here on this hat that we're never going to see, and I like that a lot. It's like a surprise. It's like a secret that only we know about. We know that underneath this black hat is a lot of color, and that's very fun. Yeah, it's very cute. I like it. So I'll relate a story. This has happened yesterday. I didn't talk about it during the stream because it was fine. We didn't need to talk about it. But I have a cell phone. My mom has a cell phone. That's good. I'm glad she has a cell phone. Mostly it's for her. It's mostly for texting or looking up directions for things, which is good. But she took it with her, and I'm glad she did because I don't know if it was the sensor is acting up or if it was the sudden temperature change or something happened, but happy Christmas Eve indeed. Slowbird, welcome. Happy Christmas to you. So my mom ran out of gas in the car yesterday and had the cell phone, called home, and we took the gas tank because we got a gas tank for the lawnmower. Had some gas in it, thankfully. But she'd pulled off on the side of the road, so we had to go find her. I came along, brought my cell phone, poured gas into there, enough gas for her to get to the gas station, which was not too far away. But it was one of those things where it was just oh yeah, well, I'm glad we're all here and we all did it, and then everything was okay. But it was yikes. All right, well, whew. Yeah, it was a drive I wasn't expecting to do. Everything worked out okay, but it was oh yeah, I've forgotten about car problems. That is just not a thing I have had to deal with in a very long time. Or living in the city, to me car problems are, oh, a friend of mine drove here, now we have to deal with that. Or we want to go to a beach that is very hard to get to. It's incredibly hard to get to. Look, there are gay beaches in New York, but there's one beach that the queers love going to, because it's hard. It's kind of hard to get to, and there are families that say one end, but there's one end where it's just that's just where a lot of the queers decided they were going to go to, and it fucking rules. It's awesome, but it's a pain in the ass to you got to take the subway to a bus, and then you have to walk across there's no crosswalk to get it's a pain in the ass. So a friend of mine rents a car, and that's always the thing of well, how do I get to you? You have a car. Am I going to take the subway to you, or are you going to pick me up? What's going to go on? But it's worth it because it's a fucking radical beach, and you don't have to go all the way out to Coney Island to go to the beach. So it's totally worth it. It's a lovely beach in Brooklyn that I hate that I didn't get to go to it this summer because I wasn't going to go to that. Bain says, oh, thanks for the reminder. I need to put food, a blanket, supplies in the car in case of car problems. Glad she's okay. Yeah, everything worked out okay. And I came, we came and did the gas thing and got her to we followed her to the gas station to make sure that she pulled in and got what she needed, and it all worked out. But it was Okay, I'm glad everything worked out. But yeah, especially for folks that are dealing with a lot of snow or conditions, or if you're in an area that still has hurricanes into the rest of the winter, yeah, you want to make sure that you've got supplies in your car for stuff like that in case you get stuck somewhere. Also, Bane, you might want to include either a phone charger adapter for like USB to car adapter or a spare battery and include that with your stuff in your car. Hurricanes are done by now. Yes, you're not wrong. Um, but I know that there's still weather that persists in some areas that will freak people out. But yeah, I would say yeah, included in those emergency things are like an extra phone battery thing that you check on every now and again, or the adapter, because sometimes, yeah, some people keep things in their car, adapters for like chargers and stuff, and other people are just like don't think about doing that because they're like, well, occasionally I bring my charger, but like if my battery's good, I don't have it in the car. Um, all right, put that there and there. Ooh, look at that. Okay. We are almost done with the Nutcracker. Of course, we still have to build the scene. We got to put the base on. We got to build the little Christmas tree. So we got a little more to do, but the head is basically done. Let's flip this over and put on there. Oh yeah, and we got to build the pants and legs, quote unquote. It's a brick head, so it's mostly just head made out of bricks. Good evening, Dirty. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. Hope everyone's having a safe and fun holiday or a great Thursday. If it's just a great Thursday for you, I'm happy to hear that. I hope you're all doing as well as you can be. As I said last night, played some Pokemon. That archive is up on my VODs channel. I put a link in my Twitter. And I think that was a fun night. I had a good time doing that. I think I'm going to make Pokemon Emerald Randomizer part of my rotation, especially because I no longer have Twitch Sings, because it'll be done in several days. All right, we're done with that. I went to work for 45 minutes this morning before I figured out that I was the only one online and the powers that be had decided to give everyone off today. And didn't tell you? Ugh. I mean, I'm sorry, Dirty, but also good. Enjoy. I'm glad you had the day off, but also the powers that be you missed the memo. Okay, I'm going to say, like, the powers that be got to make sure to disseminate that information. Well, you were ready to go, and then, hey, surprise day. That's fun. Yeah, I sent a bunch of emails for some stuff. I have postponed. I have a writing thing that I got to do, and I postponed doing that writing thing and did not do any of it today, which I definitely should have. But that's going to be a lot of my tomorrow because I got nothing. Also, apparently missed a press release. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a writing assignment that I got to finish up. Look, here's the thing. I'm doing a top 10 list that will go out in January, and I'm not going to say what website it's for, but you can guess. And I'm not going to say what I'm going to talk about in it, but you can guess. But I got to do it. I know most of the government got today off. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff doesn't work on Christmas Eve, especially with Christmas Eve being one in the year 2020, and two being on a Thursday this year means that that people are probably doing the long weekend, right? Which is good. They should. But yeah, I got a top 10 list thing to do, and I know the order. I know what's on the top 10 list, and I know the order of the things in the top 10 list. But what I don't have is words. I had to work fun drive in the snowstorm. I'm sure Lord Crashes. That sounds super fun. I am being sarcastic about how fun that sounds. All right, so we'll flip this over. Um, but yeah, so I'm writing a top 10 list. I will say it's going to be a little different than previous top 10 lists that I have done, and I think you'll all like it, or at least appreciate it, or at least uh, hear about it and go, yeah, that makes sense. Um, top 10 Gundams of the year. Yeah, no, it'll be a good little list. That look for that in January. Um, but that's due in a little bit. But like I said, I know the top 10. I know what my top 10 are. I know the order they're going to appear on the list. I just have to make it. I have to write words to describe the things. I mean, y'all know. Y'all are guessing. I will say this. As I said, it is a different list than I have done previously. I've also talked about how I've talked about some of the games I like this year. I've talked about some of the anime. I haven't really talked about the music I like this year because honestly, I didn't listen to a lot of music in 2020. I really did not listen to music. I found that I listened to a lot of music by putting together playlists for my job as a tech person. When that was a thing that I did when I had a job as a tech person, I would put together music playlists for stuff. For work, for people coming in before a show and intermissions and after a show. I would put together some cool playlists, and every couple weeks I would update them. And I'm pretty good at that. I have a good track record of putting together some fun playlists. But I hadn't had to do that in March. I stopped having to do that, so I didn't really listen to a lot of albums this year. I listened to a lot of Cartoon Network, including their Christmas album, which is fantastic. I listened to Jair, which is a band project that is not ska, but is on Cartoon Network, that is doing some interesting, weird stuff, and I like that. Um, the album I listened to probably the most is Anime Trauma Divorce, which is Mike Eagle's album, and it's fucking very Mike Eagle, but it's incredible. It includes a track that he recorded and he wrote and performed on the JoCo cruise earlier this year, when cruises were a thing you could do. Um, and it is a song with his son about how he almost died snorkeling that day. Uh, So, and in the song has a line that has stuck with me. The whole album has so much stuff that is through dealing with trauma. There's a song called "What the Fuck Is Self Care" that is fantastic. There's a song about being single suddenly. Was right as COVID became a thing. Indeed, it was early this year. Yeah, PAX East and C2E2 happened. And then the next Thursday, there was supposed to be GDC, and GDC didn't happen. Literally, I was at the last con of 2020. I think the top song on my Spotify was the Bard song from the Witcher Netflix show. Yeah, I get that. So the song that he wrote on the JoCo cruise and performed on the JoCo cruise contains the lyric, "I'm acting tough, I don't have to be." And it's said in such a yell of a lyric that it just hit me incredibly hard. There's, like I said, there's a bunch of stuff in there because it's dealing with trauma. It's dealing with suddenly being going from divorce and getting an apartment, and some of it is dealing with all of that and having music projects fall apart, and also a pandemic happen. And Mike is just a good dude. He's just a good dude, and he is so thoughtful. It's such a fantastic album. Also, there's a Black Power fantasy song where he declares himself a Joestar, that he is a Joestar, and it's a fantastic song because he wants that Black Power fantasy. of having a stand. Uh, and the stand is named Shonuff, which is just fucking beautiful. There's also somewhere in one of the songs is a reference to uh, 90s Blinking You Missed It character Ralphus, who was Chris Jericho's helper, and is just one of the most specific references of the year. And I literally do not understand how he he was able to put a Ralphus reference. Oh, haven't watched that movie in so long. Dirty. Yeah, I watched it a couple years ago. Still holds up. Indeed, right? WCW memories, yeah. Mike is incredible. The album is fantastic. There are anime references that if you don't get, it's fine. There are anime references if you do get, they're incredible. Uh, uh, there's this whole song called Head Ass, which is basically about Shinji just living in his feels and not doing what he needs to do, and how that's fucking understandable because he's a teen fighting angels. Uh, it's a great album, but that's definitely the album I've listened to the most. The song I listened to the most, I posted today. Now my music posts on Twitter don't do well. My anime posts hit the right people, and I appreciate that. My model kit post hit a lot of people. My wrestling post hit like people who hate me, who are searching for terms to be mad. Because I have a few friends and followers who like wrestling, but I have more people who are very unhappy that I don't like the things that they have chosen to defend to the end of the earth. But my music posts get like a like, if any. I posted a post today that got no engagement, and that is annoying because the second half of season 4 of My Hero Academia has an incredible song. You know what? I'm gonna actually see if anyone actually did respond, because last time I looked, no one that he'd come and gone. Let me just see. I gotta scroll back. Did anybody? Let's see. Did anybody? Yeah, zero response to "Shout Baby," which is the second half of My Hero Academia, the closing theme song. There's a live version of it that's on First Take, which you should check out. First Take is a channel where artists from Japan come in. They did the home version for a while, but now they're back in the studio, and they perform a song, and it's the first take of them performing it. And it's popular music artists, it's lesser known artists, it's a lot of anime music that comes through. So it's this acoustic version of Slow Baby or Shout Baby, and it is unbelievable. It is so resonant. It's a gorgeous song. I've listened to it like on loop. When the guitars come in, it's fantastic. I know Alex Navarro made a music tweet that got some attention. Yes, I mean, Alex is a musician and also is internet famous much more than I am. So if he writes a post, it will get attention that I will not get. Also, Alex isn't like Alex will make some stuff that is jokes, and sometimes people don't understand what jokes are. Yes, and he shares music crimes, indeed. But Alex likes to make jokes, and sometimes people don't know that, or get that, or hate that. So yeah, I'm generally pretty earnest about things that I like. Now, you might not like the things that I like, and in fact, oftentimes people definitely don't. Like if you go to my Twitter, you can find a link to a playlist I made of Christmas music that I like. And you might find a couple tracks in there that you're like, ooh, this pup song is really fun because it's like made this year and it's about like missing someone at the holidays, and that's fun. And you're like, oh, I didn't know My Chemical Romance made a cover of All I Want for Christmas Is You. I hate that. I hate that this exists. And I'm like, sure. Bare Naked Ladies did the Festival of Lights, Hanukkah, Hanukkah. Oh, weird. Okay. Years and years ago, Fountains of Wayne did a song called I Want an Alien for Christmas. What? Why? Why would they do that? Like, I understand that you would probably not like some of these songs, but I love that playlist. Baering the List Christmas album is pretty sweet. Totally. But yeah, I can understand why you would look at this playlist and you would be like, Pat, what is this? What is this and why is this? And I get that. But I think the album is sweet. Anyway, hey, it's a Nutcracker. Hey, it's a Nutcracker. I'm going to actually move this camera up here a little bit. There we go. Hey, it's a Nutcracker. We finished our Nutcracker. I'm a Nutcracker. It's a shame that Christmas albums are so lucrative for bands that probably shouldn't do them. Here's the thing, Lord Crashington. I don't fucking care. Do it. Make a Christmas album. Make a Christmas single. I love that Julian Casablancas did the song from SNL and made a song of it. I love that he did that. I think that fucking kicks ass. Crack those nuts, indeed. We can't really, yeah. There's not a lot of room for the nuts to go in here, but it does move, and I think that's an excellent addition. I think the tree is really cute. I like the present over here. I think that's neat. It's the box present that no one gets. No one wraps boxes like that with the lid you can take off. That's a movie thing. I do not believe that is a real life thing where people wrap the box so you can take the lid off instead of ripping it apart. I don't believe that's real. I think that's for movies because it means that they can just take the lid on and off for each shot and they don't have to rewrap a present. I feel like that was invented for movies. More original stuff versus is good versus covers. I agree, but also, what was it? Yeah. Rob Halford made a Christmas album, and Rob Halford's Christmas album, Winter Songs, is unbelievably incredible, and it's all covers. It's Rob Halford, who has a fucking incredible voice, singing awesome Christmas songs, and it fucking rules. I do like originals. I think originals are great, and I appreciate the people trying to get those original songs out there. It's very difficult to do that. But it also, like, yeah, make your standards. Make your fun version. Kelly Clarkson has a Christmas album, and all of the songs on that album are great. Just don't cover Santa Baby. You don't need to. Nobody needs to cover Santa Baby. We don't need to get in an argument about it. But I don't need to hear Santa Baby. Christopher Lee made a metal album. I don't know if he also made a Christmas album, but I know he made a metal album. Why are these pieces included? Oh, I forgot there's some pieces on here I didn't put on. Okay, that's why. I was like, why do I have all these extra blue? I don't have extra blue. I didn't decorate the tree fully. I fucked up. We'll do that now. We'll just get this. We'll get this right. I missed a step. You can do cool stuff with the kind of music. But some people just come off like Weezer's cover album. Well, I mean, so I will say this. Weezer's Christmas album is pretty fun. I think it's got some fun songs. I wouldn't want to listen to the whole thing, but I do like the idea of, like, on a playlist having the first Noel sung by Weezer. I think that's pretty fun. Like I said, I wouldn't want to listen to the whole album, but I do think individual tracks are pretty fun to have. So I am in favor of that. But I will certainly say that their album full of covers didn't feel inventive. It felt very by the book. Like, picture in your mind's ear what you think, if you haven't heard it, what you think Weezer's cover of Africa by Toto would sound like. And it sounds exactly how you imagine. The best thing of that is that they have Weird Al in the music video for no apparent reason. That's the best part of that. But it really is like a by the book, exactly what you would imagine. It's just Weezer singing Africa. And I wish it was a little bit more. But, sometimes it's not. Hey, we got a bunch of people here in the house. We're going to swap to our next model kit building here. But I'm going to take a photo of this because this is going to go up, as always, to take photos of builds when they're complete. We don't have a fireplace in the house to put this on, but I do have a shelf, and I'm probably going to put that on the shelf tonight when I leave, and we'll see if my parents notice in the morning that when we go to the stockings, that this friend is above the stockings. We do a bookcase with the stockings because we don't have a fireplace in this house. I think my taste in Christmas music is warped by working at places that just play stuff after Thanksgiving weekend, and the shitty radio station is just 7 Christmas songs with a handful of covers for each song on repeat all day. Yes. I worked in a mall, and we could play our own music in the store. It was an import mall. So I played the Berserk soundtrack all the time. I played Gundam music in there. I played lots of Sailor Moon stuff, some Dragon Ball stuff. I played a lot of cool shit. I thought it was cool. But at Christmas, we couldn't play music. We had to make sure the door was open the whole time so that the Christmas that was playing on music and that was playing on the PA came into the store. Every store. No store could play their own music during the Christmas. And the CD was the same. It was just one CD on a loop. And yeah, it definitely broke me. I only did that 2 years. And if I had done that anymore, it would have probably broken my brain. I'm tired of Last Christmas and the John Lennon Christmas song. Yes. You heard that on loop when you worked at Target. Slow Bird, that'll do it. That'll break you. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Let me just see here real quick. What okay going on here? Sorry, gonna check this real quick here. That's not okay. That was not a thing that I needed to. That was an account I don't use that often, and Twitter sending me a notification that they had told me that I should follow some trends, and I was like, that's not what we're doing here. This is an account that I don't post on. Don't tell me things and make it a notification so it shows up as a number on my phone that I feel bad about not checking out. Okay. Yeah. Photo taken. Nutcracker. Built. Bad Christmas radio stations are the worst way to experience that music. Indeed, I totally agree. Christopher Lee put out 2 EPs, a Heavy Metal Christmas and a Heavy Metal Christmas 2. Nice. That rules. I like that. All right, so we finished our friend here. We're gonna get set up to start. Only song that ever broke me was "Hey You, I Don't Like Your Girlfriend." It's stuck on 10 to 15 minute promo video for 3.5 months. Yeah, girlfriend. If you like, I don't mind hearing "Girlfriend" now and again. I don't think I want to hear "Girlfriend" a lot in my life anymore. Yeah, I don't think I want that. In fact, I'm doing the math in my head, thinking about it. I don't want that at all. I would prefer to never have that. That sounds bad. All right, so the Hajiroboshi. I've talked a little bit about this kit and the fucking weirdness of this kit. I want to explain this. We're going to take a pause for the cause in a moment or two. Talk about ways you can support the channel. You know how it is. Got to pay them bills. Got to promote myself. Got to tell you about videos I put up that I think you should check out. But also, I need to tell you about this model kit. So this is the Hajiroboshi, and if you're like Pat, I saw every episode of Iron Blooded Orphans. I don't remember this pink friend. It also kind of doesn't look like, it doesn't have the same naming convention as the other kits. What the fuck is up with this thing? Is it from the manga? Because you built a couple from the manga. No, it's not from the manga. It's from the mobile game. Indeed. This is from the mobile game. The Iron Blooded Orphans mobile game that, as far as I can tell, did not have a U.S. English release. Why did they make this high grade? I don't know. But they made Iron Blooded Orphans high grade in the year 2020. So it came out this year. And this is the high grade for a mobile suit that only exists in a video game. This is the only, I believe, the second one that we've made that ever came out of a video game. We built model kits from manga. We built model kits from movies. We've built model kits from magazines that have their own like photo comics in them. We've done at least one of those. This is the second only ever mobile suit from a video game that we built. There are Gundams exclusive to mobile games. Yes. Even sat through a 1 month tournament to listen to Drop the Bomb on You in a radio station in Hawaii. Change programming and name. Wow. So the thing about Iron Blooded Orphans is there was the Calamity War, and there were a bunch of mobiles, Gundams that were made, and they all got lost, quote unquote, and then eventually they have reappeared. So it opens up we didn't see all of them, so it opens up the door for them to include other ones. The only kit bash we've ever done in the stream, I just used one of the names they'd never used because they all come from the Book of the Dead. This name does not come from the Book of the Dead. It is a hidden one. It is a reference to Jupiter because this was found on Jupiter. But yeah, I will say right off the bat, the thing about this kit is it's got too many fucking stickers, and I hate it. I hate how many stickers it has. I don't hate the kit. I hate that there's stickers here, and there's stickers here, and there were stickers in there, and there's stickers there, and there, and there, and there, and we still got a lot more stickers. I don't like that. I will tell you that I am not a fan of how many stickers are on this kit. Anyway, but we're going to keep working on the arm because we did the body and the head on Monday. But first, pause for the cause. That's right, folks. If you're currently a subscriber, if you've been gifted a sub, if you're a subscriber through Cash Money, if you're a subscriber through for using your Twitch Prime token, your Twitch Gaming, and you use that, throw your emotes in the chat. Let the people know. I appreciate everyone that is a subscriber. If you can't become a subscriber, I totally understand. If you don't want to use Cash Money or tokens, I get it. But you're not required to ever spend any money to enjoy what I do here. Being here, if you want to chat, feel free to chat. If you're not up for chatting, that's okay. You don't have to. But just being here is more than enough, and I really appreciate it. I'm so happy to have so many people here on a Christmas Eve night. I will get through these really quick and get back to building very soon, but I do want to every stream take a time to say, becoming a subscriber, gifting a sub. We had some gift subs tonight, which is awesome. Thank you so much for everyone that gifted subs. We've also had some bits and coins tonight. That's rad. Thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. Bits and subs, bits, gifts, all that stuff helps me, and everything I make in a variety of fashion goes back into the streams and back into model kit building. I also have a Patreon. You could join my Patreon. That's if you want to do the $1 tier or the $3 tier or the $5 or $10. That helps me out tremendously, so consider joining the Patreon. That's especially good if you're like $5 a month on Amazon's Twitch. No thanks, Pat. Alternative, $1 on Patreon, $3 on Patreon. Putting it out there. These are things you could do. We'll get through this ad read very quickly and get back to model kit building, or resume this model kit. But yeah, I just want to go through these very quickly. One-time donations. If you're like, here's a couple bucks now and again, this is the best I can do, or all I want to do. Totally understandable. It's 2020. I fucking get it. But yeah, direct donations go towards model kits. As I said, I am buying some big master grades in the near future, and my subscribers and my patrons are voting. Oh, we're up to 14 responses right now. One of them is still winning the game, winning it. I don't know how long I'm going to leave this poll up, but at least for a couple days because it is the holiday. Anyway, also, I have an Amazon wish list. The three choices that I put on that poll are all things on my wish list, but there's also inexpensive things on that wish list, and I'm going to talk about them right now. I constantly update it. I take things off that are just incredibly outpriced because they're just rare now or don't have Amazon Prime shipping. I've got some of the entry grade kits that are brand new. I've got some very inexpensive high grade stuff. The Haro kits that are very cute. Some Lego sets. Um, I've got a Star Wars kit in there, which requires so many stickers that they really need paint, but the stickers make it look okay. Some expensive high grades, some very expensive master grades, some of which I put up, as I said, in that poll, and some equipment towards the bottom. If you want to buy something from that, it jumps the queue, and I build it ahead of time. It's like you're saying, Pat, don't build the stuff you've got waiting. I know that you have a Goku you want to build, and you've got a couple high grades. Because the next thing we're going to build after this is done, we are going to build the kit that, what is it? What is it called? It's the Double O Quanta. The Double O Quanta is the next model kit I'm going to be building because Lashbrook bought it off my wish list. So I'm going to build that. I'm going to build that Quanta because that was purchased, as I said, off my Amazon wish list. So, an alternative to that is you could buy a gift card to USA Gundam Store and then send me a DM on Twitter with the code because you get your code in an email and you can DM me because my DMs are open with that code. Feliz Navidad to you, Christian. Welcome. We built a Nutcracker. I'm doing my ad reads, but we built a Nutcracker made out of Lego, and then we're going to work on a model kit once my ad reads are done. And that was a fun stream. That was a fun little build. All right. Let's move on to getting through the ad read stuff fast, getting back to building soon. Pat Baer's Anime Club. I did my first ever Pat Baer's Anime Club awards. It's like my award. It's like my hey Kalu, welcome. It's like a big time anime awards, but it's just me, and I gave out awards very specific to me, like show I'm going to watch in 2021, but I didn't watch this year, and best and worst, a show that was very high up on my list and also very low on my list because it made some choices. It had some good, had some bad. Show that was made just for me. An anime that I don't expect anyone else in the world to have loved as much as I love it, but god damn it, did I love that show. So I made up my own awards, and that's that video, and I think it turned out pretty good. Was there a Best Goku award? No, Lord Crashington, there was no Best Goku. I mean, yeah. Maybe next year, maybe if there's a new Super or a new movie, maybe I'll do a Best Goku. I mean, there are a lot of Gokus out there. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it's Kid Goku this year. Maybe it was Kid Goku had was the best Goku. I don't know. Baering the List is a ranking video thing I do. I ranked most recently 10 Lego sets that I built this year. Last week I built 20. I did a video on 20 model kits I built this year. This was 10 Lego sets I built this year. The next list will be the last list of the year, and then I'm going to do a brand new project in January called Bear With Me. And that's all I'm going to tell you about it, but it's going to be a new thing. So I've got one more week of Baering the List. This was the second to last one where I looked at 10 Lego sets I built this year, and I talked about them and kind of put them in the rank order. I have a Discord. I never said that. I have a Discord. Join my Discord. It's nice. It's free. That's a way to support what I do for free because you can I post build photos. You can post stuff. If you're working on, you get a puzzle this year for Christmas, and you're like, this is a 1,000-piece puzzle. Look at it. You post those photos. If you're like, I got woodworking tools and I made myself a birdhouse, post that photo. Or if you're just like, I put together a Lego set. Here we go. I would love to see that. So feel free to include those things. I'm going to take a drink of water because that's good for me to do. Because the thing about this stream is I never stop talking. Oh, also, check this out. Christmas glass. Yeah, a Christmas glass. Very cute. Drink a little water with my Christmas glass. Excellente. Hey, Ked Jedi. Welcome. All right. It's the second hour of the stream. Indeed. Actually, Lord Crashington, it's exclamation point water if you want to include that. You're more than welcome to do that. And also, people, feel free during a stream to just do exclamation point water if that's something you want to do. You certainly don't have to. Yeah, and I say drink some water, and I'm mad about it. But yeah, feel free to do that. But actually what we need to do is Anime. Okay, so we had a continuing show this season, continued. We had the last episode of a show. We had the second to last episode of a show. And we had, I don't know if it's the last episode or not. I don't know. I can't find any information to tell me if this show has 12 episodes or more. I literally don't know. All right, so we did shoulder. Now we're going to work on the arm here. So let's build this model kit. The returning to the Hajiroboshi. Let's build an arm. A31. Do not cut this part. Okay. All right. So this episode of Black Clover. Hey, did you think that they were going to do an episode that recapped a bunch of events that have happened in previous episodes and retold the story of Asta? Because it's December and maybe they wanted to do an easy episode? Well, they did that. They just fucking did that. Gaja, who is the lightning spirit guardian for the Heart Kingdom, is just like, hey, tell me about you and how you got to this place and how you got the powers that you have. So Asta does. I will say the only thing really interesting about this was there was a lot of peppering. You know, his rivalry with Yuno and stuff, there's a lot of peppering of that. But there's a lot of him talking about how much he respects Yami and how Yami has pushed him beyond his limits and really helped him. And I don't know, I thought that was nice. Yes, Lord Crashington, it was an anime clip show. It was a recycled material with a voiceover. There was a little bit of other stuff. Like Asta seems to be unlocking a new ability. But yeah, most of the episode is him where he's like talking about how much he likes, how much he respects Yami, and he's talking about getting stronger. And yeah, there's flashes that he might be able to absorb more of the powers of the devil inside of his grimoire and use that. And even there's a moment where you could hear the devil laughing inside the grimoire because he thinks it's interesting what's happening right now. There's also a little bit of some of the other folks training. There's like a montage of some of the other knights who aren't doing this training, and we find that including Magna talking to Zora, and I did wonder what happened to Magna because he got rejected from training with the spirits because he couldn't do the shit that they were training people to do. So we'll see if he's gotten any stronger by doing other stuff. Someday there will be an anime about sentient cutting tools, and they can do a clip show. Hell yeah. Does he have a third sword yet? Is he become like Ronozoro? He does have 3 swords. Yes, in the last arc, he did get a third sword, and it does impossible shit. The devil dwelling sword. So one sword absorbs magic and reflects magic. Another one cancels magic out. And the third one erases the magic that existed, and in fact can also erase the issues. Like it basically like unseals magic, and like so if you use poison magic on someone, it can stop the poison, which shouldn't be a thing. But yeah, he got a new sword. It's pretty great. I'm not really available to watch tonight, but I just wanted to pop in and wish you Merry Christmas. Aristophan, well, have a great Christmas Eve. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Hope to see you in the future, and thanks for stopping in. And Merry Christmas to you as well. That's very nice. But yeah, it's okay. The VOD will be out there. You can watch it on YouTube tomorrow, or you could watch it here on Twitch, basically as soon as the stream is over. So thank you. Appreciate that. There's a little bit of, there was a fun little bit about Noelle training, and like, she's just like, well, you know, she's her usual self, but inside she's like, yay, I got praised. Yeah, and people are getting stronger. Also, Rill is still hanging out with Charmy, which I love, because he has no idea that Charmy is the girl that he has a crush on, that he vaguely remembers from when he was, taken over by an elf, and definitely has a crush on somebody, but he doesn't remember who it is, and that's definitely Charmy. and I think that's great. He does not know that, but he's just hanging out with her. Oh, it's just cute. Um, yeah. Look, here's the thing. Do I like these filler recap episodes? No. Do I like that it wasn't as bad as some of the filler episodes, the truly awful filler episodes that have happened this year? Yes, I liked in comparison to that, this kicked ass. So I'll take it. Uh, yeah, it wasn't a full recap. It was just mostly a recap episode, a clip show, and that's fine. That happens now again. It's an ongoing show, so like they're gonna have to make some concessions because it is an ongoing. All right, let's see if I can get this piece on right the first time. Did I do it? Nope. What about this way? Yeah. Second time's the charm. Almost perfect. All right. Oh, that's so it's just so pale pink. I really like it. All right. Okay, so the last episode of Kuma Baer. Kuma Baer. It's been a very fun show. It's. I think that I liked the order of the three isekais that came out this season. My interpretation of the three isekais that came out this season are, our ranking of liking are, By the Grace of the Gods, Kuma Baer, and then in a distant third was this is A. I need B. A distant third would be Standing on a Million Lives, which I just didn't think was good. So this show was fun. So basically, there's no song opening of this episode. So they're trying to cram some stuff in because it's the last one. So they're going to try to get in a bunch of fun stuff in this episode while they can. But basically, Yuna is celebrating because she defeated the Kraken and saved this town. The port town is looking to join the kingdom and be protected, but it's so hard to do that because you got to travel across this mountain region, that snowy mountain region. Like, Yuna did it, but like nobody else is going to want to do that shit. Well, if they could do that, if they could travel easily, then Yuna could maybe convince the person that makes sushi that she fucking loves, and nobody else fucking does that, to move and open a restaurant, that she would pay for, and then she could just get the food she wants, and she wouldn't have to travel like that. So Yuna does what Yuna does best, which is apparently she just dug a big-ass stupid tunnel all the way through. She tunneled through the mountains, which should be impossible. Okay, this piece does not want to go on, and I got to figure out why. Hold on. Probably just putting it on upside down. Let's see. B17 fits as tight as they go. Yeah, I understand that, but why didn't this want to slide in? Looks like that. Yeah, I get that. And then it looks like that. But anyway, so she does this. While all this is happening, the real story of this episode is Fina is just fucking sad, man. She's just super sad because she doesn't get to spend time with Yuna, and she really likes Yuna a lot. And she's scared because she's still 10. She's scared that their partnership is going to end, that Yuna is going to find someone, if she doesn't harvest and doesn't get better at harvesting, that Yuna is going to stop hanging out with her, and she's going to lose her. And she just wants to spend some alone time. Like, even when they travel to the port city, her sister comes along, and that's not the same as them spending alone time. And then there's a lot of people that like want to talk to her when she gets there, and all the kids, they're happy that she defeated the monster and all that because she fucking kicks ass. So Yuna's really sad about it, but she doesn't say anything because she's like used to being acting older than she is. She gets some really good advice from Gertz, and Yuna can't really notice because Yuna that's not her thing. She was a loner. She never spent time with her parents. She didn't really have friends. She was kind of used to just doing her own thing. And she doesn't even realize, oh, dang, I really like spending time with this girl. Like, I got myself a little sister. Uh, I'm fucking up. Because then Noah sets Yuna straight about what's going on, and then over the closing credits, Yuna shares her feelings, and she and Fina hug and decide they want to stay together. They want to keep working together. They want to spend time together. And it's very cute. So overall, I was expecting, outside of episode 2, where they set up the isekai portion of it, right? Where she gets isekai'd, there's nothing about it. There's no check-ins about it. There's barely her thinking about it, other than that she's, she doesn't think she's ever going to be able to go back home. I was expecting a little bit more about, like, how the video game that she played became real and why someone chose to do this to her and why this has happened. And I was expecting a little bit more of that, and we didn't get any of that. Oh, also, in the port town, Yuna built even bigger Baer house because she wanted to have a house when she was there because it's more convenient. So she built a Baer house that's even bigger than her previous house, and it was extra cute. Yeah, but overall, that's a fun show. This one was a little more emotional than some of the other ones, and I like that. I also like that Yuna is like, there have been a couple times in this season, or the show, where Yuna, like, definitely was like, she's impossibly strong and tough and, like, gets what she wants, but also sometimes it's just like, I'm embarrassed, I'm acting like a teen, because she's a teen. So I did like that. There were some moments that I thought were real and good. Okay. Noblesse. This is episode 12 of 13. The show started a week after some of the other shows, so it's not over, even though it's 13 episodes, which is great. So we get one more episode next week. This was the episode of overlapping battles. I'm not going to go into super details about this, but, like, let's see. So the plan is that Regis and M21 are going to, like, and the other modified humans are supposed to, like, lead people away so that Frankenstein and Rai can slip into the castle to either rescue people or just make a big fuss and, like, deal with the situation. And that doesn't go particularly well immediately. Now, the modified humans are stronger than they used to be. They got powered up, but they're still not enough to take out basically the co-head of a clan. Like, they're just not. They're not capable. Also, the guy Rael fucking sucks ass. This guy, he is the shittiest villain. A lot of these villains, you're like, well, these aren't really villains. They're following the orders of their lord, who, is making clearly the wrong decisions. So they're like, sure, okay. Like, fine. But this dude sucks. Sierra escaped her cell, but she runs into Rosaria, who we haven't actually seen do much of anything. So there's a bunch of conflicts. Oh, then also, Regis is tested by this guy, Carius, who seems like awesome and is definitely stronger than Regis and is basically testing Regis's resolve, which is cool. A cool fight to have. Anyway, we end up with Rael's Frankenstein just takes him out, like, immediately, and then fates Rajek, who's his older brother, who we've seen a lot of. Rajek seems fucking cool because Frankenstein takes damage because Rael attacks the modified humans, and Rajek is like, look, you would have blocked that attack if my brother hadn't interfered, so I'm going to hurt he just hurts himself because he's like, this, now we're even. Because basically he's a guy that all his powers rely on stealth, but he definitely doesn't think that's honorable. So he's like, look, we use weapons that involve stealth, so we got to be real honorable people to do, while we're so low. You got to have a code, which is cool. I don't know. He seems cool. He and Frankenstein just fucking go at it and are really fighting. Regis proves his resolve to Carius, so hopefully will help him. And And then the Vampire Lord is going to pass judgment on the old man, Gustel, and Sierra. He's basically, apparently, vampires, noble vampires, they can just live forever in the world of Noblesse. But you can choose to go to eternal sleep, which is, it is what it sounds like. You just go to sleep forever, and your body turns to dust, and your soul, I think, moves on, or something can come back. I can't. It's, they're a little vague, because why not? Why not be vague about that stuff? But apparently, you can just. They talk about force eternal sleep. Force eternal sleep sounds like fucking murder. It sounds like you fucking murder vampires that you're mad at, and that's what's about to happen. And then Rai shows up. Rai shows up to, I guess, save the day. We don't see if Gustel has been murdered. I'm assuming he wasn't, but it could be possibly that Rai showed up too late, but I assume Sierra wasn't murdered. And yeah, now shit's gonna hit the fan in the last episode. Will we see the Vampire Lord fight? Will the others fight him? What's gonna happen? I don't know. I do know that Gustel basically, spells it all out. He's like, you're jealous of the way your father felt about him, and there's no proof that he had anything to do with it, and this is all just your feelings. And he's like, the only thing only attrition of is I didn't help raise you right. And she's like, oh damn, you're gonna get murdered. All right, now we have tiny stickers to put on, which is terrible for the end of a stream. Well, we're at the end, but we're getting near the end. Doing stickers now is terrible, but we'll do it because that's what we got to do here. So we'll find our stickers and put them on. This is 9, and we'll start with 9. And then, so I said, one more episode next week. Now, anime, KAPIBARASAN. First, I'll tell you about the episode. This was episode 12. In this episode, we met a beige a capybara that is from the city. This capybara visited the city and is coming back and, definitely misses the city, but nobody really minds that they are happy he's back. They like him, but they're not, interested in hearing about the city because they like where they are. That's basically the whole episode. We just meet this beige cappy. The other cappies like him, and that's it, because it's a minute and a half show. Now, or 2-minute show. Are there more episodes? I do not know. I cannot tell you if there are more episodes of anime KAPIBARASAN, because I tried to find out, and I cannot find an episode number order at all. I have no idea if there are any more episodes, so I won't know until next week, I guess. So hopefully next week there will be, and there's more than 12 episodes, but I don't know, and I'll just see if any show up, because Crunchyroll's calendar won't tell me if there's any next week, because that's not how they roll. All right, I got most of these stickers on, which is good. Where are the other ones that have to go on? Oh yeah, I got to put the side ones on here. That's right. Shit, I do have more to do. Okay. Got to do 8 and then 7. Lastbrook says, I finished Assassination Classroom last night and wasn't expecting to cry when they finally did the thing. I'm always weak for endings. Yeah, that ending, I'll say, I'm not going to give spoilers. That ending is fucking good. It's surprisingly good. And like you said, yeah, you weren't expecting to be emotional about it. But yeah, it's well done. It earns its ending, which is surprising. That it would. But yeah, that show has pathos that I wasn't expecting when I first watched it. It's plenty of nonsense, but it also has some pathos to it. And that rules. That's not how they Crunchyroll, but indeed. Yes, Crunchyroll doesn't roll on updating their calendar months ahead of time and letting you know when the next episode is airing. They just kind of do it every few days. Also, the thing is that it would be nice if they just did. Wouldn't it be nice if Crunchyroll did a calendar per region and not all of the stuff they're uploading? Because, like, I don't need to know. Like, I don't need to know that the German dub and the Danish subtitles and the Russian subtitles for a show are available that day. I would love to just be like, just tell me what comes out in the US. Maybe tell me some of the languages, but don't tell me about the dubs for other regions. I feel like that is unnecessary and not something I need to see. I don't know. But then also, tell me what's up next Tuesday. Like, tell me episode 13 of that show is coming out, or whatever. But yeah, I can't find any information that Anime KAPIBARASAN is over or not, so I'll know next week, I guess. I know we have one more episode of Noblesse, and so what I'm going to start doing now is trying to finish up the shows. Like, my goal is to finish up everything I want to talk about for Wednesday, because, if you didn't know, next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, is it next Wednesday? Pat Baer's Anime Club? Yes, the next Pat Baer's Anime Club is this coming Wednesday, where I will be doing my look at the fall 2020 wrap-up and a winter 2021 preview. So I'm going to look at all the shows I watched, and so yeah, I want to get, like, I want to finish off some of these shows. So, like, for Saturday, I'm planning to finish off Wandering Witch. I'm almost done with that show, so I'm going to give you my, like, thoughts on that. And I am almost done with what should I want? What show was I almost done with for Saturday? Oh, Irregular at Magic School Season 2 Visitor Arc. Yeah, I'm almost done with that. Like, I'll get into more detail about it as we get there. But yeah, I want to be able to talk about those two shows, along with, well, because it's 24 episodes, so I will be able to continue to talk about With a Dog and a Cat Every Day is Fun. And I don't think I'm going to be caught up on Yashahime, but I might be. That is a show I do want to get caught up on, certainly, because it's real good. So I do want to get caught up on that. Okay, so I'll say Yashahime I don't love, but I like Yashahime a lot. Maybe I won't get through that. Oh, I did finish. You know what? That's the three I want to talk about. So I'm going to write this down, actually. A regular. I should be finished with. I'm gonna be done with Wandering, and then I did finish up yesterday. I finished up Is It Wrong? The current season of Is It Wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon. And I have some thoughts, so I will talk about that, because that is a fucking anime that I want to chat about. I don't know. Hey, we got a little time left on the stream. Let's talk about our Christmas plans. Tomorrow, my major Christmas plan is to eat. I'm going to open up my stocking. I'm going to eat breakfast. That my dad's making pancakes on a new. He's got a griddle thing, a griddle top for the stove. So he's going to make some pancakes. So I'm going to eat pancakes that my dad makes tomorrow. We're going to have turkey and all the fixins, and that'll be in the afternoon. And then in the evening, I will make a turkey sandwich using the dark meat that came right off the bird. I'm very excited about that. I got a roll ready for myself to have a big, great turkey sandwich, so I'll be doing that. And then watch some anime, talk to some people. Maybe I'll check out a stream tomorrow night. I don't know, maybe. The fine folks at Loading Ready Run are doing a Mario stream tomorrow. It'll be Beej and Heather. And so I look forward to, going and checking that out because they're rad. So I would like to go and support them. And so I'll probably watch some of that later. But yeah, let me know. What are y'all doing tomorrow? People got plans? People doing some stuff? If you're not doing anything, that's also fine. But if you got Christmas plans, feel free to let me know. I mean, if you're like Lashbrook and you're just gonna be shoveling snow tomorrow, let me know. Not Lashbrook, sorry. That's Lord Crashington. Lord Crashington is shoveling snow. Lashbrook lives in Texas, and I assume does not have snow. So I'm sorry about that. Uh, Zoom presence at 9, brunch at 11. Hell yeah, Julie. Yeah, use that Zoom. Go for it. See those people, do that thing, have some semblance. It's not the same, but it is a thing. And if all you got is the thing, then do the thing. So we need 3. That's this one here. Great. But yeah, I hope y'all have some fun Christmas stuff. Also, yeah, my stocking. Gotta get the stocking. I think I mentioned that. Gotta get whatever is in the stocking, which will probably be a GameStop gift card, and I don't know what I'm gonna buy, but I'm probably getting a gift card to GameStop, and I do not know what I'll purchase. I might just purchase DLC for something. I don't know. Too bad they don't have model kits still. They do, I think, have puzzles. I think they sell yeah. So I might buy a puzzle from GameStop. It depends on if they can ship it, because I don't want to go pick it up. If they ship the puzzles, I fucking might do that, because that seems like a fun thing. So that might be me. Let's see. Lord Crashington says no shoveling snow, but hanging with the parents for a bit and presents of food. That sounds good. I'm going to eat food at home and call my dad and tell him the present I bought for him is running late. Sucks. I'm sorry about that, slow bird. And maybe play with toy trains. Hell yeah. Play with those toy trains while I try to get this piece on that I had problems putting on the other kit. So there it goes. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch Wonder Woman 84. Hell yeah. The Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. Hell yeah. Continue to eat barbecue. Hell yeah, Lashbrook. Dirty's gonna marinate a steak overnight. Wake up sometime around the crack of noon. Make rounds of talking to family, and then steak brunch followed by naps. Dirty. That fucking sounds rad, man. That sounds fucking awesome. And Lashbrook says, as long as I've lived in Austin, we haven't gotten enough snow and need to shovel. I know North Texas gets snow regularly, though. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mixed up your names there. I said one when I meant the other. But, yeah, I'm sure you haven't had that in Austin. Yeah, that would make sense. But, yeah, North Texas gets some snow. Naps. I'm going to add naps to my plan. Yeah, hell yeah. Add some naps. I'm going to I'll probably ride my bike because it's going to be too wet out because it rained all day and all night today. So even if the weather's nice, which I don't think it will be. I think it's going to be very cold. I'm just going to bike in the garage because that's a fine thing to do. B128. I remember this piece was really annoying to put on the other arm. Let's see if this one is as annoying. Yeah, nap sounds real good. Just gonna 1 second here. I will be right back in 1 second. We still got a little time left in the stream, but I gotta do this. I will be back in just a second. All right, I am back. I had to blow my nose, so I did. Yeah, nap sounds real good. I might do that. I mean, I'm sleeping in tomorrow, but I might also get a nap. Who knows? Thanks to everybody who came out tonight. We're gonna wrap up in a couple of minutes. We're gonna try to finish this arm up, and when we finish this arm up, we'll then put it together, and then we are gonna raid at the end of the night because that is a thing we get to do. We get to share the love. especially with having quite a few of y'all here tonight, which is rad. My next build stream will be on Saturday. I will continue this kit. When this kit concludes, we will use these markers that Lashbrook got off my wish list. I got a black marker and a brown and a gray, and we're gonna try putting marks on this thing. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see how that works. I genuinely don't know how this is going to go. I've never done it before, and I have no fucking idea if this is it. If this is going to be the thing. If this is going to be fun to do or not fun to do, I really don't know. But I am excited to figure that out and try. I am definitely excited to give it a shot. Oops. Where'd my knife go? There it is. Like I said, I've never done it. I'm interested in finding out. Oop. Don't want to stab myself, but I gotta flick this piece out. Let me try tweezers. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna put my best foot forward and try doing some transfers. Not transfers, what am I saying? Markers. Yeah, markers. That's what I meant. It says turn this around. Let's see if I can fix this. Take this off. Pull this part here. Pull this off. Erg. I figured out why this one went on weird, so we'll do it the right way this way, because arm's got to go out like this, and then you attach this like this here. Because this part is facing this way, it should slide on easier. But it doesn't. But it should. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That's fun. When you're like, oh, this makes sense. And then you do it, and you're like, oh, no, it doesn't. I thought it did. I was wrong. There we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. That's how it's supposed to look. Alright, we did the right arm here, but I definitely messed up this other arm, so let's see if I can fix that. Okay. This piece is supposed to face up or out. Then this slides in. Sorry. There we go. Got it. And that goes out. I did this wrong on this side. God damn it. Isn't that fun when you're just like, oh, I'm doing this right, and you just look at it and you go, oh, nope, no, I'm not. There we go. Perfect. Messed up my mistake. Mistake? It wasn't a mistake at all. This was a teaching moment. This is a teachable moment where you can be like, oh, when you put a piece on wrong and you do it completely wrong, you can fix yourself up. It is a little funny getting you Gundam markers with this unicorn I'm building. I actually have almost no panel lining. Oh yeah, there's no panel. Well, unicorn, you definitely there are no like indents. Unicorn is all about the pieces popping out to expose the colors below. Like, yeah, unicorn is probably the worst one to if you were like wanting to panel line that because there's nothing to panel line. Yeah, if you were like, oh, this is what I'll practice on. That is funny. Yeah, yeah. Unicorn's got no room for panel lining because it's got no panels. Everything is just layered plastics over and over each other. All right, so then this goes like this. Okay, and then that goes into the other shoulder, which goes like that, and then that goes. We've got to build a hand. We'll build a hand now. and then we'll probably call it quits and we'll go raid somebody. But that's what we always do. That we always raid at the end of a stream so we can share the love and we can find somebody out there, especially for the folks in the middle of the country or on the West Coast looking for more stuff to do tonight. But yeah, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I will say my numbers have been a little light lately, which is a bummer. Certainly like having folks hanging out and watching what I do, but I also understand. So I hope you'll come check me out on Saturday as I continue doing this. I hope you'll check me out, my streams out in the future as we continue on. As I said, next Wednesday can be fun. Talking about anime, doing a breakdown. That'll be good on Wednesday. And yeah, trying to do more stuff in the future, of course. Consistent schedule. A week from tonight will be New Year's Eve. Please join me for New Year's Eve if you don't have any New Year's Eve plans. I will be model kit building from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then, once I'm done model kit building, it'll be time for Jackbox. And we'll play Jackbox Party Pack 7, which we've only done once on stream, till the new year. And we'll ring the new year in together, which sounds fun to me. So I hope you'll do that, because that would be great. Right now, we're going to go and find somebody to go raid. So let me go do that. Find somebody out there who's doing cool stuff that we can go hang out with. I don't know how long they're doing that. We could go back to that. How long are they going to play? That's probably a bad idea. That might be okay. I'm weighing my options, friends, because I do want us to go. There's plenty of stuff to do if I wanted to, but it's supposed to be the white Gundam, right? Yeah. Yes, panel lining could distract from that. You're totally right. Lashbrook. Well, we rated her last night. Xandra is playing Cloudpunk again. Cloudpunk fucking I've never heard of Cloudpunk, but I really fucking enjoyed checking out that stream last night. So let's go raid Xandra again. Xandra rules. Xandra made all my emotes and she is lovely. So let's go raid Xandra. And yeah, if you were raiding yesterday, you know what Cloudpunk is, but like this game just is fucking cool. I'm looking at thinking about maybe picking that up. But we'll go give Xandra a raid. Feel free to come along the stream. If you don't want to come along the stream, you don't have to, but I would love it if you did. Come along the raid. Let's have fun. I hang out there for a little bit after each stream, so please feel free to come along. Share the love. And I'll see you in the next Build with Baer on Saturday where we pick up where we left off. Thanks so much for being here. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Merry fucking Christmas, everybody. Goodbye.